Good Sunday morning, folks, and thanks for joining us on Inside the Valley. Today on the show, we have Dr. Ann from the Rio Grande Valley College. But first of all, I want to say congratulations on the opening of your new college.
Thank you.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about how that went. I know you were on the show previously talking about prior to the opening, so tell us how it all went.
Well, we pretty much had our official grand opening November 16th, although we've been in the building for about 6 weeks now. It was a great event. We had our mayor from the city there, Dr. Amos Hernandez was there. We had some commissioners present. We had staff, of course, students, and we did the official ribbon cutting that day.
How exciting. And so how has it been so far?
It's been great, you know, providing a building for the students to make sure that they have the learning environment that has the space, because we had outgrown our previous building. So moving into our new building on Cage has been a great experience for our students and our staff. So during that day, we did have the ribbon cutting in the morning. We had great attendance. We had pictures, we had mariachis, we had finger food, and we had, of course, everyone mingling. And then in the afternoon, we had something a little bit more quaint for our staff and maybe some of their relatives to come in and see where their family members work. So we had something a little bit more, as far as for our staff, something a little bit more private for them and a couple of our friends. So it was a day full of great events that took place November 16th.
And that's exciting. And
yes.
so now, a couple weeks later, how are things going? Have you all adjusted into the new building? Are there any new exciting things planned for the upcoming future?
So pretty much, yes, we've adjusted. Of course, you know, when you move into something new, okay, what can we do better? What can we fix? It's been a great experience. We are looking into new programs. So we have a simulation lab also that we're setting up for our students. New programs that are coming up in February. I am going to a training with some of our staff members for our Physical Therapy Associates program.
Wow,
So we are looking into seeing what else is needed. You know, how can we provide more training for our community, our students in our community. So we will be bringing that program in. We are anxiously waiting for our ADM program, which is our RN program. So we are looking forward to that. So pretty much moving into the building is also bringing what else can we provide for our community and for our students. So we're excited about that.
It is exciting new ventures. Now let's do a little backtrack and talk a little bit about the college itself. And for someone who may have seen it, you know, passing by or have read about it a little bit, what exactly do you all do over there?
Okay, pretty much at RGV College, we provide, it's an higher ed. It is in the medical field. We do have different programs. We have our vocational nursing program, our nurse aid program. We have medical billing and coding. We have pharmacy tech. We do have medical assistant. EMT basic is coming into play. I mentioned earlier the RN program. We're looking into the Physical Therapy Associates program. So those are all the programs that we're providing as far as an institution. It's mostly in the medical field. We are looking into other programs. Of course, they have to be tied into jobs, right? You don't want to provide a training and they can't find jobs. You know, that's the intent. We're full believers in helping our students have that track as far as being able to find a job after they've been as far as gone through our programs.
Right, and the medical field is so prominent here in the Rio Grande Valley, so I think that's great that you are offering those kind of courses for students to kind of train locally and then go back and serve the community locally as well.
Yes.
So it's fantastic. So talking about opening the new institution, you have the new building. Do you have plans to expand more? I know you guys have just been growing over the years.
Well, we do. We do have plans to expand. We do have the acreage in the back of the building that does belong to RGV College. So it was for that intent, to make sure that we continue to expand and grow. Part of it is providing a great environment for students. So we don't want to be too crowded, but even our student lounge right now, and during the lunch, it's beautiful because they're all able to sit down and not so much just study at that area, but be able to have a space to be able to have their lunch. So we are looking into expansion. So we are pretty excited about that.
That's exciting. And have students really appreciated the new building and the new space? Have they really said, you know, I love it, I'm excited about the future and what that can mean for my career?
You know, pretty much I think the most exciting I felt, because somebody said, how does it feel? You know, as an educator, you always want to make sure that you have an environment that students can be comfortable in learning. So I purposely did, through the plans, we have the Joleja Library Resource Center. So it's an area I went through 11 years of college to get my doctorate. So I always studied in cubicles back then. I went through the whole transition as far as UTRGV, as far as the different names. I'm one of those graduates that went through all of them. But I always wanted an area where they could sit and study and find that space. And when I walked the building for the first time, and I remember the first class was one of our hybrid weekend class. It was a Saturday class. And just looking into that area, that just made all the hard work and effort worth it, because you knew that that's what the students needed. In the old building, we had already had students outgrown. They were studying in corners. They were studying in their cars.
Oh, wow.
You know, we've been blessed because we did grow, but as an educator, it just didn't set well. It didn't set well with myself, knowing that I know that when I went to school, what I needed to be successful. So that piece right there, just seeing that was made every effort that we've done and the hard work worth it.
Well, that's so exciting, and again, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful thing you all are doing. Now, you have something coming up on December 7th. I hear you have a visit from Santa coming up.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You know, part of success, you always say, you know what, we're here, it's to give back. You have to give back. So we do get involved as far as the campus and the students and the staff and community involvement. So December 7th, we do have Santa visiting our campus from 6 to 7:30. So we're inviting the community to this, but not just pictures with Santa. We're going to have a little Santa's workshop going on. So we're going to have students be able to decorate cookies, make Christmas cards, write a letter to Santa. So coloring activities. So we're going to be able for the students to be able to be involved with the whole Santa. So we are inviting the community if you have any children, so we want to take a picture. So not only will you be taking a picture, you'll also be cookie decorating. We're going to have hot chocolate. So that's our first annual. We've never done that, you know. So we did have the 5K run. You do remember the last time we were here, Gabriela. So that was a big success, you know. So we know that part of our success is giving back to the community, to our local community. So we're excited about that.
Exactly. And speaking on giving back, I know on December 20th you also are holding a toy drive.
Yes. We did this last year, and what we did was in our local community, some families were selected, and as a staff, this is an effort as far as the staff. And we went out and we went on a bus, and we actually went all the way from Hartgill to Far. We had a family in Mission, and we provided Christmas for them, from a tree to tamales to gifts. What we did notice there was that when we went out to some of these areas, some of the others, you know, kids came out and were asking for gifts. So we are doing like a toy drive. We're going to collect toys, and this time again we're going to load up a bus as a staff on December 20th, and we're going to go out to our local community and bring Christmas joy to some of these children. And we're going to select different areas and work with the city on this. We're really excited about that because last year it was something that brought our staff together as a team, because we do that, but at the same time it was just warmth in your heart. Just felt awesome when we got to bring Christmas like to some of these kids in the community, the local community.
That's great. And Dr. Ann, thank you again so much for coming on the show, and what you all are doing is fantastic. Not only, you know, educating our future, but then also giving back to the community. It's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Well, when we come back, we have our friends from the Rio Grande Valley Junior Brahmin Association. Stay with us.